Hi, Matt Byer of Matt Byer Organizing. Welcome to Downsizing Step 2, Embrace the Limitations. This involves taking a very basic look at math. What are the space numbers and what are the time numbers? Let's start with limitation number 1, general percentage. Are you planning on moving into a space that is about half the size? Then plan on keeping about half your possessions to live comfortably. If you know where you're going and you can get a floor plan like this, then by all means do. Here's how it's useful. Perhaps you are accustomed to having a kitchen table and a dining table. You can see from this floor plan that there is a smaller kitchen area next to a smaller dining area, so only one table makes sense. Now you know. One table's got to go. Limitation number 2, pre-listing versus post-listing. Another number limit you need to consider is the quantity of items you need to reduce pre-listing versus post-listing. Here's the difference. In most cases, realtors do not want to list an empty shell of a home. So some pieces, like that extra dining table that may not fit in your new home, needs to stay in your current home until photos can be taken and your home is listed. So let's say, for example, you're aiming to list in April and move in June. You can remove this dining table from your list of items to downsize before your listing date. As a general rule then, most items to discard and donate should be done pre-listing, and more sell items should be done post-listing. This may mean getting a storage unit or a pod. That's a last resort, but if you do use them, do it in a way that you can make the next steps easier. Sort like categories and label them well before you hide them away for weeks or months. The idea is to make them as easy as possible to empty. Limitation number 3, positive limitations. In a country where we often see bigger is better, limitations can be seen as a 4-letter word. But there is such a thing as positive limitations when downsizing. For example, maybe mowing the lawn and raking the leaves are part of your life's simple pleasures. But is it possible that you are at a stage in your life where you can explore some other of life's simple pleasures? Is it okay that you are maybe moving to a condo that provides a landscaping service? So is it maybe okay that you no longer need your gardening tools in your garage? When you start to think of the positive limitations of your new life, it helps you let go of more of your possessions than you might otherwise have thought possible. Listen, I get it. Downsizing can be an emotional time. It can represent the end of an era. But having less stuff and less space does not mean having less life. In fact, one of my central beliefs in my book is limitations breed freedom. The less energy you devote to your stuff, the more energy you have to devote to your experiences. That's why I say embrace your limitations, starting with your downsizing process. Okay, so we covered resources in step 1, guidelines in step 2, and we'll cover strategy in step 3. See you then.